Hey everybody, in this video, I want to share a particular case study of how I turned $20 into over $1,000 in 24 hours. This is a older case study, so I don't mind you actually copying and taking away some of the things that I'm sharing with you, applying it to your own business. If this is something that interests you, go ahead and like this video, share it with somebody else who can use it. At the end of this video, I will share with you how I would do this today, and how I would go about it if I were you. Okay. And so a while back, there was a semi-popular website called warriorforum.com. Now, on this particular website, there were groups of people who would hang out and just share different strategies about marketing, specifically internet marketing. And so what would happen on this particular website is this site had a specific section called the Warrior Special Offer section, where people were looking and actively searching for discounts on products that could teach them a specific thing related to marketing. Okay. And so me being the marketer that I am, I was in a situation where I began doing research on the different types of products people were buying. And so I would share with you guys, if anything that you can take away from this video, number one would be, you're always going to have the most success trying to sell what people are already buying. Okay. And so in this particular instance, I surveyed what the top products people were buying, because this is a public forum. You can see, how many comments people were making on each individual post. I mean, if you guys can go there right now, the website still exists. It's getting less traffic today than it ever has before. So I probably wouldn't try it on this particular website directly, but there are other websites out there that you could do something similar on. Obviously, if you want to learn how to set up your own plan to do this, you could just text me plan to 702-608-1689, and we can see if we can find some websites that you could actually do the strategy on. Okay. All right. So what I did was I surveyed the website to see what was already successfully selling. And I saw that products at this particular, time that were related to Facebook, anything that was about Facebook was selling well, was selling tens, if not hundreds of copies of whatever, digital product the person was trying to sell per day. And so one thing that I saw that I wanted to stand out on and compete on was price. The people who were selling, tens of copies of products per day were selling their product for about, I think, like $5 to no more than $20. And so what I did differently to stand out in this marketplace where other people were selling products that were similar was I made my price $197. And so what I did to justify the price was I was giving people something that nobody else was offering on the particular forum, right? Other people were giving people an ebook. Other people were giving people like a digital course where they could go through the course by themselves. And so what I did was I taught the class live, right? So I basically gave them 7 days with me, each person who purchased the product, right? We did a group coaching call. Back then, we didn't have Zoom, so we used something called GoToWebinar. It still exists today. If I was doing this today, I would probably use Zoom. Zoom has free options. Everybody knows what Zoom is, and not many people know what GoToWebinar is. And so anytime you're introducing a tool for people to use, you want to go with like the less friction version. And basically what all that means is, you know, the name that people are familiar with, use that, right? And so the hardest thing for me in this particular situation was really trying to come up with what I was going to sell, right? So I knew I was going to stand out differently by using a different pricing structure. And what I found was the most common question that people were searching for on the forum were in regards to Facebook, was the fact that people were looking of how to get a large number of leads in a short period of time, right? People were concerned about leads because what they were able to do, and I guess able to decipher, is that if they got a large number of people to visit whatever they were selling, then they would probably sell more. And so one of the things that I promised people in particular was a specific result that I had accomplished for myself, which was getting 1,000 leads in a day using Facebook ads. And so basically my sales presentation was that I would teach them how to get 1,000 leads, I think in 7 days, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't want to overpromise. I didn't think anybody was going to be able to do what I had done specifically and get 1,000 leads in a day. So I broke it up to 7 days, which for most of those people who had never really gotten more than 100 leads probably in their whole entire career as a marketer, to be able to get 1,000 in 7 days was something that was still like a grand and a large enough benefit to them in their minds that parting with $197 made sense. Also, with getting 1,000 leads, typically in the marketing business, most people already have like an internal belief that if you have 1,000 subscribers, and I'm talking about email subscribers, not like social media subscribers. If you have 1,000 person list, then typically you can make $1,000 per month. And so people were willing to part with $197 today with the hopes that they would learn the skill of how to build a list of 1,000 people that essentially in their own mind, they believe that they would be able to make $1,000 per month in recurring income for. And so basically the whole concept, and one of the easiest things to sell, is to sell money to somebody else, right? And so essentially they're parting with $197 to learn how to potentially make $1,000 per month. Now, there was obviously no guarantee. I didn't tell them, you know, this is the number of money that you can make. These people make, you know, the internal assumption to themselves of how much money they're going to make based on the number of leads that they were going to get, right? So they were doing this own math in their own head. And so anytime you can show somebody and take a belief that they already have, use it for your benefit to connect to some piece of marketing that you're probably going to have success. And so this is just one particular strategy. There's obviously other things that I did in greater detail that I'm going to, you know, take time to break this down even further. I'm going to even just show you guys specifics of like the copy, the language that I use to sell this particular product. And in terms of just trying to build your trust, I want you guys to understand that I want to provide as much value for you guys. I believe that there is a pending wealth transfer that's happening right now. And one of the strategies and things that I think that I could help you with is how to navigate that, like how to find opportunities to create wealth. And so with that being said, if you've found any value in this particular video, you know, just giving you a couple short, simple steps of what I did to make $1,000 in a specific day, and even just I guess to put a bow tie on it, was how I took the $20 and turned it into 1,000. So let me get back to my point, is that when you would place your offer, what you wanted to sell on the Warrior Forum in their special offer section, it would cost you $20 to list the product. Okay. And so I listed the product for $20, And I think within in the first few hours, I got a sale for $197, right? A person asked me a couple questions, you know, like, could I show proof that I had ever generated the 1,000 leads in 7 days? And of course, I actually have the results to back it up. I generated as much as 21,000 leads in 3 weeks. And so I was able to just use the proof that I had of a result that I had created as the framework to create this particular offer. I listed the product for sale. It cost me $20 to list it. I got my first sale, I think the first day. And then I took a portion of that money outside of my tithes and my offering, and then I would just relist the offer every single day with a portion of the sales. And so I think by the second or the third day, I had a single day where I had more than 5 sales, which was like roughly around like $1,100 in income that I made from just taking the $20 that I initially had, repurposing the money when sales came in, and doing this consistently enough to where I had a single calendar day where I made over $1,000 using this process. And so these are just some of the strategies that I want to teach you guys in our Wealth Transfer Academy. I want to show you guys how to specifically take an idea, take a concept that you have in your head, take a result that you've created in your own personal life, and extrapolate that and turn that result into physical money. Have people pay you, thousands of dollars in a single day to learn what God has blessed you with, and turn that into material wealth. And so if that's something that you're interested in doing, there's going to be a phone number below this video where you can text the word wealth to 702-608-1689. This Tuesday is our premier class. Tomorrow's my birthday. Our premier class of the Wealth Transfer Academy, where I'm going to be teaching you these little strategies where I've created massive amounts of wealth just by taking concepts that I had in my brain and purposing them to people to help them with a particular problem or a particular subject, right? And so I want to teach you all these little strategies that I've learned over the last 15 to 16 years of doing this marketing business. And that's all going to be covered in our Wealth Transfer Academy. So just text the word wealth to that phone number and you'll get all the details. But anyway, I hope this video helped you in some type of way. If it didn't, leave me a comment. How could I have made this more clear? And if you want me to continue to make more videos like this where I share specific examples of what I've done to specifically to make X number of dollars in a single day before, then comment as well, and I will be sure to make more content like this. God bless you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.